Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present Factors of the Future, the strategic partnership, innovation partnership in a frame of the Slovenian strategic smart specialization. My name is Igor Kovač. I come from Jožef Stefan Institute. We are leaders of two strategic partnerships, so-called clusters. It's Factories of Future and Smart Cities and Communities. Thank you. Just main goals, collecting and linking Slovenian research and innovation, know-how and experience in the industry and academia, and highlight the priority breakthroughs of new products, technologies and services for the global market. This is the main goal of our cluster. Then enabling transition in Slovenian industry towards Industry 4.0 is the second main goal, and three factories of the future is a repository, so-called repository for all kids for the our cluster. This is the structure of our cluster. It is, there are four beneficiaries. The Jožef Stefan Institute is a leader, coordinator. Then here is the Chamber of Commerce of Slovenia. Then Competence Center of Control Technologies and Tooling Innovation and Development Center from Celje. There are more horizontals, we call them, these are key enabling technologies, and we have four pillars with vertical value chains. Not to go to the detail, but to say that we have 84 members. They are from universities, for institutes, and then from small, medium, and mid-cap companies. We don't have large companies in Slovenia. They are all more mid-cap companies. So achievements, this is perhaps the most interesting what achieved now until, because the cluster is very young, and first of all we took quite a lot of time for establishing, for structuring a cluster, to make all financing. It was a greenfield, really. So as a whole, as a cluster, and also among all beneficiaries. And we are good on this way. The second thing, what we also achieved, it's networking, connecting, creation of new initiatives and synergies, especially in new programs and new projects inside of our cluster. And later I will explain a little bit about one of our programs. Then we inform, make promotion, we put also focusing to our members, and made also education through a lot of workshops what we organized inside of our cluster. Communication with state authorities also here for both were greenfield, and we are talking quite a lot how to do, what to do, and we are partners on this area, and I hope that we will also continue in this way. Internationalization, we heard today that we have here quite successful projects. One is the initiative from the European Community, what we are already working on. And then in other activities we are very, very active. For example, the Vanguard Initiative, and so on. On robotics, for example, we have a very good connection with the Danish cluster, between the Slovene cluster, and we will repeat this year again in Slovenia, this event. Now to the success story of this cluster. It's a program GoStop. GoStop is a program of 4 pillars with 19 partners. This results are really very good because last week we have the midterm evaluation, so you can see also these results, and I can underline here that the first time in Slovenia we put in one program together universities, both from Maribor and Ljubljana, then Josef Stefan Institute, and also clusters. And all top companies come to this program. There were new partnerships in research and in commercial links. We create new collaborative research groups. We made a synergy of research groups, and this was really new research groups, not only at the university but also in the industry. I can give you quite a lot of examples in bigger companies that establish new groups which are working now on this topic, and this I think is very, very positive. We expect naturally continuity, because this is the multiplication of the money what we put into this to this program, and this is, I think, needed but missed at the moment of my information. We can also mention the interconnection of key enabling technologies. What is the main point to get the really high added value after this program? Experiences. As a last thing, I think that we recognize here a benefit of a large program. We really come together of different companies, different key enabling technologies, and here is the point for and the key for the added value. Stability and appropriate content programs in the domain of S4 is also another good example and good experience of this program. And I can say, Mr. Ziesel, we have very, very nice experience here. Not that one want to do this, another does as a industry or university. Here I can guarantee that the positive response for Slovenian top industry and researchers at institutions and university were really very, very well. So the networking was really good. So that was from my 5 minutes. Thank you very much.